first and 10. Watson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 67 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
To the right.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Right. Damn.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got Higgins over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 41 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. First down, Texans. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I got it. Give me that.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson off play action.
Give me that.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going.
That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this is called
Toe tap, toe work.
Cleveland.
It's called Topistry.
Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's in.
Hopkins.
Touchdown, Houston.
Hopkins,
DeAndre
number 99.
Hopkins,
Mr. 99.
yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
2 seconds left. I got the wind.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
First down, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. These two teams all tied after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football.
Crazy.
They've got it with a first and 10. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ.
I don't know why.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged.
I don't know why. I don't know why, folks. I don't know why.
Into the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Folks, I don't know why.
The point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense is ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on.
Touchdown, Houston.
I have to put another man on it.
DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
She's going toe-to-toe.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
I don't know why, folks.
So far, looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It ain't broke, don't fix it, he said, Coach.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Cakewalk for the first.
Mayfield from the gun on third down.
Oh,
Under pressure,
can't
the
run.
Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning
Can't
rod,
run.
J.J.
Don't know how to
Watt
run.
with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
We got this.
At their own 29-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Mike, 53. 53. All day, baby, all day. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again on second down. Watson
Switch
steps
already.
away to his left. And he gets this
Here
up
we
across the
come.
35 before he's out of
Walking down
bounds.
this
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the pass. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check, check. I'm going to run you over.
Watson on third down. He's going to go for a big
Thank you
play
very much.
downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Thank you very much.
Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we come. Thank you very much.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving. You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked for someone else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield down.
Toe tapestry.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
We got the funniest looks from everyone we meet.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Now the Texans will burn the first of their
They're going to take
timeouts
Clowney off that
as
team,
they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Regular. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, what y'all trying to do?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Odell,
now the
feet's on fire right now.
Of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the red zone now.
Odell back in the end zone. Toe tap.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Y'all messing with Odell like that. I keep messing with Odell.
2nd down.
Ooh.
He's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
That block,
Open man is Higgins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Oh,
now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And this is going to be
play.
Intercepted.
Nice play.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Nice
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner, 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because when he touches the ball,
thank you very much.
Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Doing the Texas
Watt picks up
two-step.
his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
It's business time now.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I did. Time for business now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
He looks like he wants to get loose.
Good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know
He
that
looks like
expression?
he wants to
He just
get
does
loose.
what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they run
Looks
it
like
with
he
Hunt.
wants to get loose. He
He's
looks
got
like he
first
wants to
down
get
and
loose.
some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
He looks
A
like
good
he
pick
wants
up
to
there
get
for the Browns,
loose.
15 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
Oh, hit him,
Pressure, and he's
Mayfield.
going to be
It's
taken
right
down.
there,
They
Mayfield.
sack him back right
When
around
this
the
guy get heat
44.
up.
J.J. Watt getting him once again his
Let
3rd
JJ get
sack
heat
of
up.
the afternoon.
He's going to have the fire underneath him now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Point it right.
Now Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
Right back. There
A
you
good
go.
pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now
Oh,
a
drop
3rd down
that,
throw,
baby.
but it misses the
Drop
target.
that, baby.
Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep.
Thank you very much.
But unsuccessful.
Oh, he
He
called
got
that.
position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his
You
area.
getting beat, son.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 72 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield,
Yes.
Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Hello?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up
Hello?
successful.
Yes. Yes. Bye.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable.
Yeah.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Sure. Okay.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
How do you drop that, kid? How do you drop that?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Outside, you out, kid.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt.
Go for me.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Hunt is
Now,
not
that's
playing.
absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The end result, 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide
This dude
Under
is on
pressure,
fire.
the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
You can see the time and effort.
You can wait till the wind dies
down.
down.
Passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
Oh my God! What the?
Incomplete.
Come on,
I know
Mayfield.
coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, wahoo! Here we go. Here we go. 41.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's on the
Down,
field,
no
bro.
problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From the red zone now,
Mayfield.
Gonna be
Fucking
incomplete.
throw the ball
Too tough
right.
to hold on to that one. It's
I throw it
2nd
behind
down.
him.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
Boy.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Thank you very much. Come on, baby.
A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Dancing to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it with Johnson.
Nope.
And that'll
dancing in the hole.
A bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Dancing in the hole.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well.
Oh, this play always works.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Quarterback draw, y'all.
Second down and goal. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown.
Woo! Piling it up.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Third and long for Mayfield.
Throw the ball.
He's going to go down again. J.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Open man, he completes it to Callaway.
There you go, Callaway.
And they work this well upfield across
there
the
you
45.
go, Cal.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Mayfield to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Mayfield.
Take off.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's back to throw. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now keep him off me, and we got this.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Mayfield.
Keep him off me.
Pressure there as it's intercepted.
Good shit.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Take the timeout.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I told them rest. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then you out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hurry!
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Run. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get it.
They run with Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brandon Dunn. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm coming up to
Hurry! Pistol. Hey, exit.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Let's go. Set. 19. Number 53. Mike 53. You ain't going nowhere. 54. Get it down.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
53. Check 53.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson rolling to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
41 to Mike. 41 to Mike.
Hey, foxtrot.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Regular.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Hunt. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 28 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off at Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it. Twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back to back to back as a Madden Classic champion. To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Browns take over at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Check 55, Mike.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Let him know, let him know. Check 50, check 50.
Hurry, hurry.
Here's Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
We ain't giving him nothing today.
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to big.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the pass. Check. 53's Mike.
Now Watson steps away. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. Out to his left. He's going to take a shot for the... That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah,
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield down. And the pressure gets to him again. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hurry!
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
and the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Check one. Watching your guys. Ready? Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Check 53 is Mike. That's trash.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be...
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 53, Mike. 3 buzz. Mike, 53.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check it out.
From the 50, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now Watson on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 38 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
This is Hunt. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Mayfield looks to throw. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Check 53, Smart. I got one. Hey, 59. Mike, 53. Hayward. I got one. 26. It's a safety creek.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
To Johnson again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
53 Check 53 Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Mike, 53.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go to Johnson again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Running from the gun, Johnson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They'll run on first down. Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look...
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.